Thank you very much, Odo and BB. Yeah, don't play Warwick, apparently, which maybe means we should play Warwick. Hard to unpack everything that happened there. You spoke with your actions today. That's what you're. He's so dramatic. It's like just an infinite book of 80s movies quotes. What actions do you think you spoke with? What was like the highlight for you today? We had our own opinions, but where do you feel like you succeeded the most?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think in the first game, that little 1v2 around Nash, I mean, it was really close, to be honest. I didn't expect to win against Varus. I mean, against Vi, when she woke up to me, I knew that I would just kill him. I was like, okay, sure, I'm going for the 1-for-1. And then, yeah, for the Varus, it was a bit unexpected. But yeah, I mean, I guess I was cold-blooded, I guess. And yeah, just killed him as well.
Bro, stone cold. Do you think that, we were talking like Pantheon never used to be this champion that scaled, right? Like when we saw Pantheon, I mean, we saw it support for a while, we saw it jungle for a while. It just did something until one item and then fell off a cliff. But I watched you solo killing Ahri. So I'm really trying to understand, is this pick just like always good? And you can see here in the early game, still it's more powerful as ever.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, the champ right now is in a good state, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, for some reason, I don't know why, but it feels like the champ can actually win in the late game, as we saw. So yeah, I mean, like, I think it's probably defined around the build. I would say like Black Cleaver with this champ is really good. And like whenever you can get on top of one champion and you can do your W passive, I think it makes sense that you just shred the guy's armor and maybe you will get a kill.
And I'm curious about the Warwick plus the Pantheon. Was this meant as a combo? Because it looked really OP. You know, either you start with ulti or Warwick starts with ult and it's just always a kill. Like, I don't think Lot played particularly bad, but it just looked unplayable. You guys just ulted him under tower on repeat.
Yeah, I mean, like, without leaking a lot, I mean, yeah, definitely it's like a good duo.
Yeah.
Because like you hard win 2v2, like early game and, I mean, late game, I guess. and yeah, I mean, it's like good with the CC that you can do. And like, yeah, like Warwick definitely likes to play around side. And yeah, I guess I can just press ult on side and look to help him.
It looks strong. Rewatching that Noah kill, I'm just like, I thought for sure you were dead to that hail of arrows. Like, Varus push E, I was like, that's it, pack it up, we're home. And then you just killed him, and I was like, never mind. Pantheon, most broken champion in the game. Never getting him again. I mean, it's cool that you guys opened with bold new picks. Like, were you always coming into this week really confident that you're just, hey, we're going to play new stuff, we're not worried about it? Because a lot of teams, even in our first game, right, for Fnatic, it's like they got given picks they were comfortable with that they would have played last patch. They didn't really need to pull out anything crazy, and they didn't. Were you guys always planning to bring something special in this week?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I think we had really good weeks of scrims. And yeah, I mean, the first scrims in Fearless was actually pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, we were trying a lot of stuff. And yeah, we trained a lot of different picks, but that makes sense together, like the Warwick Pantheon in that case. And yeah, I mean, we were definitely confident picking some new champs. And obviously, like, if for some reason in the first game Skarner would be open, why not give it a try? You know, like, the champ is OP. But I guess we won against it in the second game, so who knows? But yeah, I mean, we came with a lot of confidence. I think we practiced our champ really well. And BB's OPGG looks a bit sus, if you take a look.
We did, yeah, we did. There was a lot. I didn't think there were champions that were played more than Warwick than I was expecting, but Warwick was there.
Yeah, and you.
For me, I'm a bit curious on, like, the start of the split. You guys didn't look the best. What do you think has, like, changed, and what do you think your problems were in the beginning?
I mean, I think for now, what makes us playing good is, yeah, I mean, definitely probably like confidence and getting along with each other. Like, the stage games are way different than scrims, obviously. So yeah, we had some issues in the first week with the Atakan, some smite that were not really on point, and yeah, some suspicious fight. But yeah, I mean, I think probably like confidence and yeah, just getting used to play with each other on stage and trying to always stay calm. I don't think we were really calm during those Atakan fights, to be honest, in the first week, and it just showed, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, I think we are definitely more calm, and I think we have pretty good comps.
Yeah, I mean, we can obviously see the glow up. Everyone can see it in the records. All the G2 fans are like, they're back, no questions asked. We're ready to see more. Of course, really quickly, you are a Kia player of the series. I think to the surprise of just about no one. You know, first game popping off, I think second game pretty solid as well. When you look ahead, Fnatic on the horizon, you're kind of inheriting a lot of like narrative, history, blah, blah, blah. This isn't really your rivalry, but you're being brought into this rivalry. So how do you feel about that series? Like, is it more pressure for you? Are you looking forward to it? Or are you like, meh, it's not really my thing?
No, not a lot of pressure, but yeah, I'm really excited, to be honest, because yeah, Fnatic is like, right now, the best team in LEC, looking at the regular season. And yeah, today they showed up a really good game. really good game, sorry. And yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty strong. And yeah, I mean, I guess now I'm part of the rivalry that I just watched my whole life, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it feels really exciting. And yeah, we lost the first game. I think that we are definitely ready to get our revenge, sorry. And yeah, I'm really looking forward for our game. I think they're really strong, and so do we.
Are you the kind of player that, like, when the pressure's on, you play better? Do you feel like you show up, or is it a bit more of a mixed bag? Is it hard sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit of a mix. I cannot say that I'm really good on pressure, but I think I have my moments, and yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Quick 2-0 for G2, of course, as you're obligated to say as a G2 player. Jack, thoughts on that one really quick? We'll get to talk about it, of course, later in the weekend.
I mean, I don't know. I think
Is the person who wins that series the best team in the league?
probably, yeah. I think so.
I think it's a banger.
Yeah.
All right, real quick while you're here, Skimon. You're going to get a day where you get a scrim or practice or whatever you guys are going to do tomorrow. But tomorrow, MKoi versus BDS, KC versus Vitality. Ooh. Is it clear cut? Is it cut and dry? Is it just Koi and KC moving on?
I mean, I think that KC are probably favorites for the second game, even though I think in their game against Vitality, they had definitely a really good early game. So I'm not that sure. But since it's the best of 3, I think if they have one bad game, they can probably win it all. But the first one, I think it's way harder to see because BDS had a really good week 3. And I think, yeah, their game against KC was pretty convincing. So, yeah, I mean, the first one is, I think it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a funny one to watch. And second one, I will probably say KC favorites, yeah.
Is MKoi versus BDS, do you think that's the closest of our first best of matchups?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. We thought for sure like Vitality is the one where we're all shaking, where we're all just like, how good are they? Nobody really knows. I think that's the thing we're figuring out. Jack, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I think similarly. For me, both series I feel like are very similar in terms of it could go either way. I feel like it's very momentum based. I could see like if Vitality get one really clean game, then KC maybe kind of collapse. We have yet to see them really play under pressure. While BDS and Koi, I don't know what I think about either of these teams, you know? And so for me, I think it's going to be a more exciting day than today, because today was kind of like, you know, we knew who was going to win, but tomorrow really feels like a wild card to me.
Did you feel like you were like 100% the favorite coming into this matchup versus GX? Like you've got it as long as you guys play your game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about what people think, but for us, definitely, I think we had a really, really good week of scrims. I think our practice is like really on point, and our champs as well. So yeah, I mean, for me, I was really confident, and I think my teammates as well.
Yeah, I think that was reflected, right?
Yeah.
You guys were going for so many plays. I think one quick individual play while we do have an extra minute here or so, highlighting that Caps play, where this was a guy who I think you guys had moments where, you know, I would say it wasn't perfect in that series, but it was always an individual stepping up. Sometimes that individual was you, but in this final fight, your mid laner just one-shots the most broken champion in the game, I thought.
Caps today was insane. I feel like the flanks he was getting and how he was playing the fights, and just this, he jumps over the Jax, and Jax even tries to flash stun him, but then he flashes and then ultis to just one-shot Noah. Oh my goodness, man. This guy is way too good.
Yeah, how does it feel in some of those fights? He had the Azir fight, obviously, that was really good. And while I feel like you and BB did so much of the work in the early to mid game, Caps was really clutch in a lot of those fights. And he just seems like he's getting more, like, better and better as the split goes on. Do you feel like, you talk about you have a good week of scrims, you're feeling confident. Do you think it's the same for him, where like when you guys have that good week of scrims, he's just a monster?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think, yeah, I mean, even I think we are doing some really good stuff in our game as a mid-jungle duo. And yeah, I mean, I think he probably thinks the same. Like, I mean, we are winning, right? So it's good. And yeah, I mean, I think that in this kind of pressure game, he's like really, really, really good. Like, for example, like how we ended the first game, I was talking about, oh, maybe I can do this. And he was absolutely like, it's really a good idea. And he was trying to set it up for me because, like when they enter to the Elder fight, he was really pressuring them to actually take a fight. Because if they don't walk up to us, we can just finish the Elder. But if they try to go into him, I can just ult into the base and look for a ping. So it was a good idea by us. And I'm really happy that, it went through, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that makes your team scary, is that not only are you getting better and you're getting a chance to show what you're all about and kind of live up to some of the rookie hype that was behind you, but also you've still got a lot of the goats of the region on the team, which makes it, which is why it's so hard to doubt you now, right? Like everybody was ready after a rough week 1 to just be like, all right, G2's over, finally a new era. And now it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe there's new things. When you look ahead, you know, Fnatic versus G2, you win, you're in the upper round. who do you expect to be with you when it comes to teams in the best of fives? Obviously, we're going to have a couple of different ones. But like, who are the big contenders, do you think, in best of fives we go later?
Yeah, I mean, I would say Fnatic, G2, probably KC. And I think the last one is probably the hardest. But I could see BDS ramping up and scaling into that fearless draft. But yeah, I think the first one is a bit hard. But I can say that probably KC, yeah, Fnatic and G2 are the favorites ones to make it. But yeah, I guess we'll find out.
It's a pretty good top three. Yep. Love to hear it. Okay, we are ready to sign off now. Thank you so much, Skumon. Congrats again on the win. We'll see you on Monday, man, for that winners bracket match. For now, though, we're going to call it a day. We'll see everyone here tomorrow for MKOI versus BDS and KC versus Vitality. Find out if that first match is as close as we expect it to be. Until then, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Carlson still at level 1. He's got the Pathmaker to make himself immune for a second or two to that CC, but he'll still just burn down. First blood donated to Upset.
This is a good
I can go. Look.
No flash, no flash. Wait. I'm ulting by.
I CP on mid, Look at
He's
Head up campus ulti.
Zyra still going to try and fight this Yone. What is going on, Mickey? Yes, Ignite. I think he's trying to ignite him. Fight Seal comes on through, the shield comes in. And Team Heretics. How do I break that down? I mean, Camilo.
Ali Zyra here. Look, they're gonna get rooted by me, guys. All of them.
Yeah.
Look at the Corki. Corki or Yun, Marek. Yun.
Yeah, I go.
I flip.
Has ulti, okay?
Nice.
Holy, hit the Raspberry again.
Holy bro, but I'm just everywhere, man.
I'm not male, okay?
I'm flashing away. She's cooked, no? She's cooked. Can you DP me? She's
Gonna flash. Go, Yona. I'm going on Alistar.
Yeah, Alistar's there.
Coming to help smaller.
I'm fine, I think.
Are you telling me you think it's going to be something else?
I'm gonna wait and see.
I saw you cheeky look at the items. There we go, that's the star ball. The dress follows up as well. The dog's in with the public execution. And Skumon now with another stop. Under turret will help out as Hans runs in, touches for the round.
I don't see what is I TP.
Look, Kalista. Double Kalista. I bet. He's there. Yeah. Double shot.
No flash.
The poke virus needs his cooldowns available. Skumon jumps in, gets the cleanse, an auto. There you go, away! And the Molotov poise that comes out of this wilderness.
I can work into that.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's good. I would. I love flash. Just we win, guys. We win hard. Just we win hard. We win so fucking hard. I mean, you can also do it. Volleyball, no, actually no. We can.
Wait, are we?
Yes.